to Maple Haven Off-Grid Homestead.
After years of living in Northern Ireland, we're back in Canada searching for the ideal land to build our off-grid dream.
Join us as we explore properties, plan our homestead, and take steps towards self-sufficiency.
From off-grid living to sustainable projects, we are sharing our journey from the very beginning.
So, if you're dreaming of off-grid living, homesteading, or just love the idea of a fresh start, hit that subscribe button and come along for the ride. Well, after 2 months staying with our friends, we're getting ready to resume our journey. We got a lot of stuff we got to pack up. There's my wife. She's going through all the stuff that we've brought out of our storage containers to here so that we could work on the trailer and get it ready. Yeah, there's good old McGinsey's. Right, hon? Yeah. So I'm got a few things that I need to do. I'm going through. This is the mess of wiring and stuff. Yeah, bit of a mess there. Anyway, so I'm going to be have one more thing to do here. Is I'm putting this on the trailer here, and that's going to be for the dog bone, so that we can what I'll do is basically this will give me a waterproof connection outside, and I'll be able to run our our big heavy cable, our 50 amp cable, but 30 amp service to the back of the trailer. While we're off grid, we'll be able to use our inverter to power that. We're only using 20 amp circuit, but it's 30 amp capable. Or not capable, but this is 30 amp capable. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'll be working on now. We're probably not going to be doing videos now for the next week or two, mostly because we're going to be traveling and getting ready. But as soon as we get up to our little lot, we'll start filming all the work we have to do there, which is going to be quite a lot. It'll keep us very busy. I will film as much as this as I can. I'm not sure how long my battery's going to last, but here we go. Not very good, is it, Tiny Bear? George. Oh, the George Meister. There's the George Meister. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. And Tiny Bear. Oh, bug. Oh, my little bug. Oh, he's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you, Tiny Bear? Yeah, we had some pretty crappy weather lately. Hasn't been that nice. Okay, let me see if I can set this up so we can do something. What I do know is if the angle's no good, the boss will we'll cut that out, which is fine by me. All right, so here's where we're going. So measured out, going 5 centimeters out from the frame here. Keep it square. Just gonna make a line. Now, this is 9.5, give or take a millimeter. So I want to stay away from this decal as much as possible, and I want to stay up from this as much as possible as well. So that's 9.5 centimeters. Let's go 9.5 here. Let's do a line. See what she looks like. So there's a funny thing, and I've found that when you're doing stuff like this, you're interested in aesthetics more so than plumb or true, because something can be nice and plumb and look like crap because everything else is out of plumb. So you have to work with what you have. All right, so hey Shell, do you want to just validate this for me? Do you want to just validate this location for me, please? It's actually really good because the line I have to bring is really short now because of where I'm locating it. So that's nice.
Are you not recording?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So I'm thinking, is that a good location?
What?
Square, of course. Or
Yeah.
That looks all right there?
I thought closer to the thing because you don't know what's behind that.
Closer to here?
No.
Here. Oh no, I checked what's behind it. I can see.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll drill a pilot hole. I'll drill a pilot hole anyway. All right. Hey, boys. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Georgie. Did you get rid of it? Yeah. That rotten cat.
Tiny, George. No, it's just standing there tormenting you. Come on.
Do you guys want to go for a walk and see the kitty?
No.
You sure you don't want to go for a walk and see the kitty, guys?
There, it's gone.
Now I'm going to have some forgiveness here because the thing I'm doing is I'm going to use a hole saw for the back of it. So this is what I'm working with. So use a hole saw just to give me, that gives me just big enough, and then I maintain a good seal around the outside of the socket so we're not going to leak all over the place. Because yeah, I don't like that. Gonna miss all these birds. There's more birds in Northern Ireland. You can believe that. All right. So we go 9.5 up. That's there. 9.5 up. That's there. Let's just make that across. Then all I'll do is diagonals from each corner, and that's my center of my box. That's where I'll drill. But before I do that, let's just see what that looks like. And I will be able to pivot, right? So that's the beautiful thing about using a hole saw to make it square. Yeah. All right. So let's draw our first line. And our other line, and that's going to be where we're going to drill. Right there. Hi. Yeah, so that's all we're going to do. That's our center. So that's where we'll drill. And yeah, let's get this showing. So if I just drill a tiny hole first, we're going to come in right about here, which is actually good. I just got to watch. There is some wires loose back there, so they're not in the wall or anything like that. I am a little worried. I shouldn't have anything structural through here. So, yeah. That's the plan, Stan. Make a little plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Just set yourself free. All right, no turning back now, love. So I went to Home Hardware, and I was going to get a hole saw. They had a hole saw it's like a 2-inch hole saw for $20. And then I saw this, and it was $30 on sale for $9. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. Not bad at all. I use these my daddy gave me. My daddy gave me these when I was 17. I really like them. I lost one though. Yeah, so when I was 17, so about 10 years ago. This last few years have really graded me. You'd never know it, eh?
Yeah.
No.
You're making a mess.
Well, yes, I'm making a mess. You can't take on a project without making a mess, dear.
You can't, I know.
I know I can't. And every time you tip this thing, all my drill bits fly everywhere. So
I don't tip it.
I've got, so what I'm going to do
I
is,
tried reorganizing it because it's all of it's everywhere.
yeah, but what we're going to do
But
this
I don't
time,
know the size of them.
what we're going to do this time
That's not my job.
is we'll reorganize it, and then I've got some of that white foam from packing. It's just a sheet, nice little, put that down.
When you have free
Everything
time,
went there.
which you won't have for a few months.
There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's just put that in there so we can see exactly where we came out. All right, I'm going to ask you,
Eye out for the notifications.
I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to I'm using this ruler because it's just about the perfect width to hold the wires out away from the wall. Honey? Can you do this for me? Just, yeah, not a worry. I got the hole saw ready to roll. Okay, I want you to do me a favor, love. You can take,
Organize the table.
no, do this, do this. Put your head in there. Just stick your head in there for a sec, please, love. Look where the ruler is. See those wires?
These ones back here.
Yeah,
They're
see,
moving back.
yeah, I want them move them out of the way like
Yeah,
that.
they are.
Okay, now I want you to stand back a bit, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna drill. You just have
Well,
to
I'm
keep
in the
walking.
way of the camera.
That's all right, love.
No, it's not.
But you know what? When
And
it
the
comes
door
to
is too.
electrics, it's more okay, more than okay. Okay,
Wait.
or a double whammy. I'm gonna go through the outside.
Oh my God. Face.
Okay, stick your head in behind you. That's why. Okay, sorry, you're right. Do you see my drill bit?
Yep.
Take a picture on the inside, and then you can stay on the inside and hide. I'm gonna take it out because this is not coming out. Oh yeah, really? Okay, so what's happened is the depth of my hole saw is not sufficient enough to accommodate, so I have to pull a bit of that out. So let me get a screwdriver. So it's not a hollow core, which I should have known anyway. There we go. See,
There, I see the
see,
light
see, see, see,
now.
see. That's our insulation.
Oh, very good.
Well, it's not terrible. Okay. Want me to get you some PPT? What is that, PPI?
All right, just hurry up.
Want to stick your head right in, maybe. Ready?
Oh,
Okay, I need to get that out of there. And there we go. And there we go. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
show the camera.
See? That's our little plug. You know, we can keep this just in case I have to
You ain't keeping
patch
it.
it.
My God.
I could patch it.
You're not keeping it.
Yes,
You keep way too much stuff.
if I have to patch it.
You keep going.
All right, so that was so that's what we got now. That's pretty good.
If the wires are long enough.
Well, look at where we're going. So they're taken from here to here.
Okay.
Perfect. Bloody perfect.
You have the wires.
I have wires. I have some number 10.
You know where you keep putting it to?
Excuse me? Where I'm putting what to? Yes. So this is new. This is live. This is neutral. This is ground.
Earth. In the UK.
Gee. Yeah, I never did call it Earth. So there you go. Oh, I lost one. Good thing I don't need them.
How are you going to attach it?
With wood. I'm gonna
Nice big hole in my trailer.
Yep.
Why do you keep punching holes in things?
Yeah, it's pretty bad when you said that. I'm like, really?
Like when you punch holes in things. Like there's like that. That's not done right.
Well, it's not finished. Now it can be. We'll be finishing that, and in fact, what we'll do is I'll come back with this once I got everything put in and wired up, so you can I can show it to you, and I'll also have this put back in, it's the Starlink back wired, because I've got the proper PoE injector. I had to replace this cheap Chinese piece of crap, and so yeah, we'll have that, and we'll come back, and in the meantime, I will go to work, and be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, I got in trouble by not saying it right last time. I said click. Go figure. Bye.
What?
Oh, we got it all done. Didn't film pretty much any of it, and that's because there was all sorts of little finagling we had to do.
The battery was dead.
Yeah, and the battery was dead in the camera. But I lost a thing, and I lost a little terminal root, and
Sorry.
and Michelle found it.
Yeah.
It was one of these things right here.
hiding right there.
But now the plastic shield is dropped, and we got to find it, so it'll have fallen in
Is
here.
it red?
No, it's just white plastic, clear plastic.
Oh.
So it fell down, so we'll find it. But there, we've got everything. This is we added this plug. It's basically a panel plug. It's a 15 amp plug, and it's to provide services to the charger when we're on shoreline. Shore power? Yeah, shore power. No, it's only 15 amp plug, but I am running 12 gauge wire to it, so I'm going to bump it up to a 20 amp plug, or 20 amp breaker, and we'll see if that's going to be sufficient for charging, because it only because it's a 15-30 amp charger, right? Then we've got that done. I put the new Starlink, or the new PoE module in place, right? The last one was kind of bogus, so it didn't work very well, so put that in place. I also ordered some new Starlink cable, and I cut it off and I terminated it, and so it's now here. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm just showing the Starlink.
Oh, and so there's the new cable. So I put a new end on there, and that goes in there. It's weatherproof. It'll go up. I'm just going to get some little something to fasten, hold that down so it's not flopping like that. I don't like it. And then we added this, which is going to that plugs directly into the inverter, and then that lets us take our main power and plug it in there. Now, as you can see, with all of our various pigtails or add-ons, we had just enough to get it to the front from the back, our cable. So that's done, right? But I mean, it's good to have the surge protection on anyway. So yeah, so that's that. And with that, we're ready to power the whole thing up. So hopefully we don't see any bad things happen, because I wouldn't like bad things happening right now. I'd be very sad to have bad things happening. I might actually have to cry.
Tomorrow.
I might actually have to cry. All right, so here goes nothing. Okay, so this service plug, that only is going to be used on shore power, right? That's the only time that'll be used, because or on like generator or shore power, because really you don't want to be charging your system from your batteries to charge your batteries. That doesn't work very well. That's a bad thing to do. So the one thing more I have to do, and I haven't done it yet, is up front here. Up front here is where we're going to be putting our Renogy, our Renogy 3000 watt 220 inverter, 50 hertz for UK power. So that will go here. Also, this plug will go from the charger, and it will plug into the back of the truck here, right over here, hun. And that will give us DC to DC charging while we're driving down the road. So we'll just use the inverter from the truck to charge the batteries as we drive. That's the only two things that are left to do.
So you need to unplug that thing.
Right now you have the main.
Not this thing, the one inside.
Yeah. So no, right now that's on the 15 amp breaker that's in the box, and it's the one that was going to the converter. You have that turned off, right? So that breaker is off. Also, the main breaker is off at this point. So we're not going to be running any juice through anything but 12 volt. So let's give her a whirl. That's everything going up. We hopefully will see the Starlink start to move.
The main panel breaker's on.
The Starlink will still move. The 12 volt system
Oh,
is fully independent of that breaker panel.
Right.
That breaker. So, good thing is we got a green light there. I'm going to also turn on the inverter. Inverter's on. So everything's looking good here. No big noises that came that would be devastating. Let's take a look at what's going on this end of it. I'm going to go into the Victron app. There we go. See that moved?
Yeah, Starlink is moving.
So we have power going to it. We're pulling 22 amps off the system right now, and we're bringing in 350 watts of solar. All right, so state of charge 53%, or that's what it says. We're doing bulk charging right now. Now the charger isn't being listed. Now, what we'll do is I'll let you hold this, hun, while I go throw some breakers. Okay? I'm going to go make sure that the breakers we don't want are off and the ones we do want are on. All right. So we've got the air conditioning, the water heater, the converter, and the fireplace off. We have the fridge on, GFI plugs on, and the microwave off. So we're going to power up the system now. Yeah. Spike in our consumption. So let's go walk around. Let's go to the back and turn on the router. Actually, the router should be on. But what's not on is the disk station. So we'll turn the disk station on. So, as you can see, we're plugged directly in this way. Now I had my reservations about doing it that way, and if I look at the router in the corner there, you see a little white light in there. This has got to be cleaned up yet, but all right, so the router's got power. That's all running off of our batteries. Full 110. Let's go check the TV inside. Make sure it's all running properly. Make sure the fridge is running. That's a big one. Yep. Freezer is running. So that's good. See if the TV is working. All right, so we have part of the TV. So there we go. We're good. That is that. We're done. Just over here, I'll show you quickly. We assigned this converter. switch to that plug in the back. And so we've got these off because we don't need them. Fridge on. And I think that is that. So that's it for this video, I think. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please let me know if you have any suggestions, because, you know, I can always use suggestions. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.